Natural makeup that's perfect for beginners and everyday? Yeah, let's get into it. First things first, you need to have a really solid skincare routine because that's really going to make or break your finished look. And immediately after that is a primer. You need to be primed because that is literally the base of your makeup. It's going to allow your makeup to sit and set properly. I use 2 primers because I have oily skin and large pores, so I make sure I'm using primers that are going to correct both of those issues for me. Along with following the instructions, a lot of primers require you to sit at least 30 seconds before applying any makeup to allow that to actually soak into your skin. So making sure you're using a primer that's best for whatever skin conditions you have or your skin type, but as well as following the directions of the primer. Then I'm just going to zip through this because I'm just covering my dark spots and I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm literally just using a concealer that is my skin tone and blending that out. Then we're going to go into foundation. Now, foundation, I don't know what's with the girlies and not using foundation anymore. But over here, if we want a natural look, we need foundation because that's going to be the thing that brings everything together. And I'm going to use a brush to blend that out. But I am going to avoid the areas where I'm going to apply concealer under my eyes, which is one of the reasons why this makeup look is so natural and very beginner friendly, because you don't have to worry about layering all of these products. It gives a very skin-like finish because it's essentially one layer of makeup, which also brings me to the next step, which makes this a very easy beginner friendly natural look. We are not contouring. We are using a cream or liquid bronzer. Bronzer softens the face. Contour chisels and sculpts the face. Now we want to look natural. Our faces aren't naturally chiseled unless you just really have high cheekbones, and even then you don't have a sharp cut like a contour would give you. So using a bronzer is going to really help aid in that natural look. But while it does look like we are contouring, we are just using the bronzer everywhere we would be putting contour. Bronzer brings everything together in a natural, uniform way, opposed to using a contour, which will give you a more structured. And contour really doesn't have much warmth. It has more depth than it does warmth, and that's why we're using bronzer instead of a contour, because our skin naturally has warmth in it. So we want to bring that in when we're doing our makeup. Now, this is the part where it all comes together for a beautiful natural highlight. Use a concealer that is 1 to 2 shades lighter and apply where the light naturally hits us. So, under your eyes, your forehead, down the bridge of your nose, and your chin. Now, notice I am using a sponge to blend versus a brush because a sponge makes the makeup look more airbrushed and really gives that skin-like finish. Now, I love me a beauty blender, but any sponge, as long as it's damp, will do just fine. Here's an extra little tip. If you are like me and you have lines and creases underneath your eyes, which a lot of us do, blend the concealer under your eyes last, because that means you can immediately go in with your powders, whether it's a loose powder or a pressed finish powder, to set it so it doesn't even give the concealer time to form into those creases. Because if, let's say, you do blend your concealer under your eyes first, okay, as you're blending the rest of your face, like I said, you're allowing the concealer to set into your creases. Now you can obviously go back in and re-blend, but to save you from doing an extra step, just go ahead and blend that part last. That way you can immediately set with your powder. Speaking of powders, always set your cream or liquid product with powder. I personally prefer to use a loose setting powder to set where I apply all of my lighter concealer because I have oily skin and it just helps to absorb the oils as well as keep me matte. And for this look specifically, use a powder that is closer to your skin tone or translucent so it has that natural finish. Now, baking is not an option when it comes to a natural makeup look. That's what you see me doing here, and because, like I said, I have oily skin, baking helps to further set as well as warm up the area to create a natural finish. And I'm not going into details about the brows because a brow's a brow, girl. Do your brows the way you want to. But if you want a video, go ahead and leave a comment and I will definitely do that for you. But back to what I was saying about warming up the concealer. Remember when I said use a lighter concealer that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than you? Our skin has natural warmth, so when we bake, it's allowing that warmth from our skin to kind of soften up and warm up that concealer as well to make it look more natural. And this is one of my favorite parts, and it is adding your powder, bronzer. Remember, I said that anytime you use a cream or liquid product, you need to be setting it with a powder. So go ahead and take whatever powder bronzer of your choice and go ahead and set all of the areas where you applied your liquid bronzer. All right, so this part is optional, but if you're like me and you like a little extra, go ahead and add a blush. Now, orange blush and black women, I just think they just go together. But any soft blush, it could be like a light pink or maybe a brown, something to just bring like a natural flush back into your face. Now, if you notice, I have yet to dust off my setting powder, but you cannot really see it as much. That's what I meant when I said it's going to warm up as it bakes. Now, to dust that off, you're going to take any pressed powder. That could be a pressed foundation or just a pressed finishing powder, and you're going to use that to dust off your setting powder as well as set anything else that you might have missed along the way. And like I said in the beginning, I use 2 primers. I also use 2 setting sprays because I need this makeup to be locked in and to stay matte. And then you're done. Well, hold on, you got these clips in your head. Now you're done, homegirl, and you have a nice, beautiful, natural makeup look that is very beginner friendly. You can wear all day, if I do say so myself. But I don't know, you let me know down in the comments. Thank you again for watching this video. Let me know what else you want to see from me.